Hey everyone, and welcome to another video from the Parrot Bros. Today we're going to be doing a tweak of the week, episode number 3, and we're going to be doing leather. Now we're also going to be doing cleaning, we're also going to be doing colouring, and we're also going to show you how to take something from one colour and put it into another colour. I'm going to go through all the products and all of the stuff you need. So let's get stuck into it. Right, so you've got your parts you want to clean, depending on the size and depending on how dirty they are. All depends on what you use. Now, I've got interior shampoo, which is like a total interior dressing, can be used on anything inside the car. From Autoglym, you can use any product you want. These are just the ones I have and the ones I like using. And I've got an intensive cleaner by Gliptone for leather. Now, this is really good if, say it's in the car and it's got like a stain on it. It's got some sort of marks like this, and you can leave it like that where it's sort of grubby from the hands. What you basically do is massage it on and then leave it for 5 minutes. And when you wipe it off, most of it will come straight off, which is nice. I also use sometimes a toothbrush if it's got stitching, especially if it's coloured stitching, because this is like a white stitch, and I don't know how well you can see that there, but it is light black in the stitching, so we're going to get all of that out. So we'll use a toothbrush for that, but otherwise I really like magic erasers. Now if you've obviously not used these before, I'll show you quickly. They're just a horrible feeling white sponge, but they have like a, I don't even know how to explain it. They have like an abrasiveness to them, so obviously the harder you use them, the stronger they are. So only use them gently, but you'll get off quite a lot without quite a lot of hard work. You can also use soft brushes, cloths. It's all personal preference really, but I'll just give you a quick idea. So you can see there the sort of the staining damage where it goes up and down. You just gently sort of wet the area, and then with your magic sponge, literally just, I mean, we're going to get the worst off, and then whatever doesn't come off, where it's either damaged to the leather, we can obviously be colouring again, so that's not too much of an issue. But you can see there, look, see the colour difference already. Get yourself a yellow cloth. Just gently give that a wipe. And I mean, look, that's just a quick one. And they are brilliant. But like I said, don't push too hard. If you do push too hard, two things will happen. It will go really deep. And it will also actually make this thing just disintegrate into nothing. A box of these, 4 or 5, you can get them on Amazon for a couple of quid, eBay. Your local cleaning shops and, well, anywhere really, Tesco's. So that's cleaning. We're going to complete that process across the whole thing. I'm going to do that in the gear knob, and then I'll show you masking it. I'll grab my toothbrush, I'll give these all a clean, and then I'll come back to you when they are all clean, ready to leather coat and all that good stuff. Now you've got them clean and you're happy that there's no sort of dirt on it, more like damage like this where the actual dye has come out of the leather from constant use, and obviously there's a few rub marks here where it catches against the center console. Once you're happy that it's clean, we're ready to move on to the next step, which will be color treatment. Now, as you can see, I don't know where you can see that, it's gone back to this nice sort of matte finish leather, which is kind of how it should be. The shine is actually where the leather's taking all the oils out of your skin, and just where it's wearing hard, it goes shiny. So this is actually sort of the natural colour. So that's quite a good way of cleaning the leather in your car, your steering wheel and your gear knob and stuff, with the bits we've used before. So the magic sponge and the toothbrush, along with a cloth and some leather cleaner. So yeah, now we've got this done, we're going to move on to coating. Now there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need a glove for the coating itself, unless you want to dye your fingers the colour you're dyeing the leather. You need a soft sponge. I just bought a 3-pack of cheapy sponges I used to wash my car with back in the day. And if you're trusted with a Stanley knife, then cut yourself a small piece. If not, get someone to supervise you doing it. Or a pair of scissors. And you want to just sort of cut yourself a small bit so you can fold it you can rub it in, or you can use it in the corners to get it in there like that, because this will be very helpful. Now with the gear knob, I've just cut little strips, and all I've done is tuck it in that groove there, and then folded it over the top, and then just used a Stanley knife, just gently, and pushed it into that gap between it, just to push the masking tape in, so that when we're colouring it, you'll be able to colour right up to the edge, and then you won't see the black underneath once we pull the tape off. Fingers crossed, that's the hope anyway. So yeah, we'll start with coating. So coating, very simple. You just need to obviously pick the right colour for you. I've gone for silver, which is kind of a whitey silver like this. So I mean, even there you can see the difference. It's not a lot now. Now it's been cleaned, it is a lot better, but you can see the damage there. So we want to get it back to this, and obviously colour change. So all we're going to do is start with giving it a good shake, give it a good mix, make sure that it's all nicely mixed in there. And then we will get your glove on. Now, on the same colour, it's not so bad. You'll still need to do maybe 4 or 5 coats, but when you're doing a colour change, this may take 8, 10 coats. You want to do it quite thin. And also you can use a hairdryer to speed up the process. This will just allow you to sort of have a quicker drying time, so you don't have to wait so long. Let's just do a little bit to show you, so you get a rough idea of what it looks like. So there's the stuff. And we're just going to I'll put a little bit over that damaged area so you can just see the coverage you get. So just a gentle coat, not too thick. Like I said, you can push it into the stitch in there, just so you get the colourant in there. But like I said, not too thick. And you can see that it's just a thin coating. Not going to go too mad. Now I'll leave that to dry, just so I can move on and show you this quickly on the black. Again, so on the black, not going to go mad. Just a nice thin coat, let it dry, another coat, let it dry. So it's quite a slow, long process. Now, I have a good thing to bide your time. So, we've got a playlist for the TT stuff, which I'm sure if you're watching this, you may have a TT or an S4. We've got 2 playlists. In the TT one, I think we're coming up on sort of 60 videos, so plenty to keep you busy whilst you're doing this. I'll put a card up in the corner, one of the corners, for the playlist. So if you haven't already seen it, over 50 videos of great content. So if you're enjoying this one, no doubt you will enjoy them as well. So yeah, we got a coat in there, look, a little bit of coverage, not great, but a little bit of coverage. And we'll leave those to dry, and then we'll come back and do another coat. Just wanted to show you a bit of a progress stop. So this is where we are after this has had 4 full coats. I mean, feeling-wise, it feels like leather. You wouldn't know the difference, but I mean, you can see here, there's no drag marks. You can see on the top here, where it wore through, has gone. And generally, it's just in a really nice condition. So that's probably going to need a couple more, just because of where it was damaged. It will need a little bit more. I've been doing the other knee rest because I had one done and not the other. And then we've got our black gear knob, which is now pretty much silver. Very happy with that. This is going to need about 8 coats. It's had 5 or 6 now. And all I've been trying to do is just focus on the seam where the stitching is. And just around the top there. This is why if you mask properly, you can really... what I've been doing is getting the sponge and just kind of sort of dabbing it, which then makes it foam up and goes into the gaps, because the last thing I want to do is remove the masking tape and then have a nice black line. So but yeah, make sure you do underneath as well, get to the edge, the rounded edge there. But no, really happy with that. So I'm just going to do a couple more coats, and then I'll come back to you when we're done. We'll peel the masking tape off and we'll see what it looks like. So, a bit later on in the day, this has had 8 or 9 coats. I'm really happy with the finish. It feels as you'd expect it to. I thought I would save peeling this off until I was filming it because, well, if it goes wrong, you can all laugh. If it doesn't, then you can see that I wasn't telling any porkies. And all I've done is cut tiny little strips and tucked them up one at a time. So hopefully when I peel one, it will start to peel back. Now this is dry. What I did is I used the hairdryer just to speed the process up a little bit. And then all I did was left it sort of 15 minutes between coats. And it doesn't appear to be coming off too badly, although that bit's just pulling it out a little bit. I do expect to have to do a couple of little touch-ups, which is fine. I didn't know how to remove this top bit, and I didn't want to go mad taking it apart because at the end of the day, the car has done 185,000 miles, 184,000 miles, something like that. So, in the joy of a survivor car, I thought, well, we'll do what we can. A little bit's coming off around the top, so I just need to go around and just touch up a little bit. But the bulk of it is actually very good. And all I've been doing is just tucking around the bottom with a blade so that if any of the paint is stuck to it, then it will be cut. It won't be joined, so the paper should just lift off. There we go, that's better. So yeah, just doing one piece at a time. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed this. It's a bit time consuming, and yeah, if you've got maybe a box set to watch, it's quite therapeutic just to sit there and do it whilst watching something, because it is quite a long-winded process. But hey, you get what you get. I mean, it's the more you put into it, the more you get out of it, right? And I mean, this stuff, I'll put the link in the description. This is the Leather Colour Doctor. I actually bought it from eBay, but they do have a website I found out afterwards. And that bottle I think was £17 delivered, and that's colour matched to the colour I have. Now if you don't know the colour you have, you can contact them, you can send them a piece and they'll match it. Or you can go and watch our video on interiors and all the different options that Audi had, and you'll probably be able to pick yours from there. Little plug to that. I'll put a note up in the corner for that if you want to watch it. But yeah, no, this is coming off really well. Especially now I'm slicing the bottom out. Hopefully we'll be done in a second, I can show you. But yeah, the handbrake cover came out wicked. It's like brand new. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to come out as good as it did, just because of the damage on the sides. I thought I might have had to do some filling, but actually it's come out really nice. There we go, last bit. So I just need to clean the tack off of the masking tape there, but as you can see, one colour change gear knob. So we'll do a video at a later date where I fit all of this. I still need to do the seats, so that'll be a bit more fun. But once I've done the seats, I'll obviously get a video of fitting it all. We'll do an interior strip and swap over, so you can see the difference between the black and the cream. Now I think, the white, silver. I think it actually looks really good. Personal choice, obviously, if a lot of people don't like bright coloured interiors, and I mean 10 years ago I wouldn't have particularly either, mainly because I always bought old cars and always found myself underneath them getting dirty, so lighter colours were never an option. But I mean, that looks great considering what that looked like 2-3 hours ago. And the thing is, you can't really buy these in that colour either. So black, yeah, you can go and buy another one, 40 or 50 quid. But this, along with this, look at that, not a mark on it now. You wouldn't know. I've left the bottom just because that's where I've been standing it up. But yeah, all the stitching looks immaculate. But yeah, no, really happy with how that come out. I hope you've enjoyed watching. That's been our tweak of the week. So yeah, the Leather Colour Doctor is what I've been using. It's an all-in-one, including a sealer. So you don't actually have to do anything to this. What I'll probably do is leave this for a few days in a warm room, and then I'll probably just put some of the Gliptone leather conditioner on it, just to keep it nice and soft, and to give it a little bit of protection as well. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. That's been another video from the Parrot Bros. Bye for now.